okay, before anything else, you just introduce yourself and what you do.
What I do? I am Manish. I find this question very difficult. I am Manish. My film happens entirely within one room, and I chose to do this kind of bottled up episode because for a few reasons. I think number one, because I wanted to I'm thinking of making a bottle film, like a 90-minute bottle film, right? So I wanted to kind of experiment with a smaller space, with a smaller duration. So that's why I chose to make this entirely in one room. And then I feel it's also a huge writing challenge to be able to make a film entirely in one location. Of course, playwrights will feel that, easy peasy, I do this, day in and day out, but I don't. And so for me, it was an exercise in trying to learn how to use one room for film. But there were things to learn as a result of kind of doing this in this one space. And so yes, we did create this space. We did recce a couple of spaces to use, to kind of prop up this room to create that feeling that I was going for. But it was really complicated, and I felt it was just easier to build the whole set. Most of the, I wanted the set to look like it was kind of falling apart. It had all this old furniture in it, etc., etc. And I wanted this feeling of, I wanted to feel like you're in a dusty, claustrophobic old room filled with antiques and strange little trinkets here and there, right? And very few houses in KL are built like that. And the houses that are usually have very bad power supply. And so I didn't want to risk burning down 50 squatter houses, and decided instead to do it in a studio. Yeah, and thankfully I had Paul, who was very imaginative and very creative and very excited about creating this space, and we were able to pull it together. We had a few script readings beforehand, and they were only with Jenhan, who plays my psychic, and Bernie and Gafir. Jenhan, Bernie, and Gafir came and did rehearsal for me. It was just, maybe we spent an hour or two over one session, just reading, just talking about the character a little bit, and just playing. So yeah, basically the rehearsal was about Bernie and Gafir seducing each other. So I think thematically, my piece is very similar to Tony's piece, the film noir piece, because it is about crazy family members, and so thematically, I think that's where the story really comes together. I feel like for this film, it was a very cathartic experience for me making it. So I feel like maybe I'm a healer through films. That's what I do. I'm a healer. I'm a psychic healer that uses film.